everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures and Initiative presents the In-Quy'zz-ition. I put the in the wrong place. The In-Quy'zz-ition. In-Quy'zz-ition.
In-Quy'zz-ition.
Okay.
It's almost as bad as Trazhie.
Oh,
all right. How's everybody doing out there today?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm ready to play some D&D.
All right.
I'm ready for the
Yes.
escapism.
Yeah, I'm coming off of
same.
a bout of nosebleeds stuff. So, fair warning, I may or may not have to rush to my own bathroom in the middle of this. May or may not. I'm going to try to handle it quickly. If
Don't blow your nose.
And I just want to say, Dippy, I think you're very brave for having nosebleeds and deciding to wear a white shirt.
It's
thinking
kind of
Yep.
like exactly why I decided to wear white today. Was like, if it's gonna get on something, it might as well be a custom something, right?
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So
yeah,
it'll be
Supreme's
like,
going to be hitting you up.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's dedication to your art.
it's pretty much. So
Can I
If
say
you-
something really quick about Dippy? I
Sure.
hate that he looks good in white.
Oh, I thought this was going to be so mean.
I hate Dippy. No.
He looks. I myself do not look good in white. Dippy looks
I'm right there with
fucking
you, buddy.
fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
like look at that man.
It's a hard color to pull off.
It is.
Like, it really
but
is.
Dippy, I just want to let you know that you do good. You got the whole fit matching. I love it.
Mhm.
It's
Thank
sweet.
you so much.
Okay, can
All
I
right.
have?
I look like I'm from the Millennium video.
Can I have my spell
I-
slots back now?
Can I just say something
What's
about
up?
Dono?
Yeah.
I hate that he can pull off the emo Spider-Man haircut.
Fuck that. Listen.
Oh, speaking of running to the bathroom.
Oh,
All right. So, tonight's show is brought to you by the letter M, meaning that more games can be accomplished with better audio with tabletopaudio.com. That was a weird segue. Tabletop audio
Why
is
M?
free. I don't know. I should have said, I was trying to think of like the smoothest segue, and it would have been T, but I said M first. So.
okay.
So tabletopaudio.com. You've heard us talk about them many times before, and it's because we just can't stop giving them praise about the product that they create. They are constantly coming out with new ambient backing tracks and sound effects for you to use in your games,
or in
whatever
other things in
game-
life.
whatever game that might be. You know, you can use it outside of tabletop role-playing games too, if you're just looking for something to chill and study to, you know? They have filters for fantasy, sci-fi, historical times, modern times, and horror settings, and all this wonderful audio just free for you to use. And all they ask, if you use them in a thing that you are putting out into the world, you just give them a shout out while you're doing it. That's exactly what we're doing here. I personally am a big fan of their sound pads, especially the Dungeon sound pad and the DM Tools sound pad, because there are just so many wonderful sound effects that you can give over the course of just like it tickles all the right spots in my brain when I use tabletopaudio.com. So please go give them a check out if you're using audio for your game, and thank you Tabletop Audio for providing the audio experience that all us TTRPG players deserve. These are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Hello.
And we are here to bring you another episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition. This is, oh gosh, have I not even? I don't think
Episode
I've even
18.
uploaded it to- This would be episode 17. Yes,
18.
18. The last episode was episode 17.
I don't know.
The
if you-
one where I was even.
That's
the
how
one
it
where I was
works.
sick.
Mhm.
The one where I
Yeah.
was sick. Oh gosh. Well, it's weird that I'm sick in a different way, and 2 episodes in a row. But here we are. So, I'm feeling much better this episode than I was last, though. So,
Good.
it's gonna be a lot better for everybody. So, with all that hemming and hawing out of the way, a very basic recap of what happened last time is that our lovely adventurers finally got to fight some shit for real in a dungeon for real. They've fought some automatons some, I believe they're clockwork watchmen in the material that I'm pulling them from. And they have discovered a bunch of soul gems that are just, ooh, they're a fun time, aren't they? But yeah, so so that's something that they can deal with now.
And I found out.
Oh yeah,
something-
Sundial found out something through the process of exploring these soul gems as well, which might be interesting to dive a little deeper into a little later.
I have a weird thing.
Weird things, weird shit is just happening. It's been popping and happening.
Didn't we leave with Zog literally holding like 3 of them at the same time?
Zog, we ended
sealed
with him like dropping all of them.
Oh, okay.
And almost losing an encounter and like sealing up the soul gems back in the chest where they came from.
Yeah, I came in, Quinlan came in and was like, WTF, Gandalf? And scooped him up and dropped them back into their box and closed it, and is like ready to throw hands with anybody who tries to touch the box.
So are you carrying the box then?
So I think we
I've
said
got a
that
plan
Zog
for
and
that.
him are carrying the box together originally because it was heavy.
It's not that heavy, right?
I thought it was pretty.
It was heavy for me.
By the way,
It was a
last
lead box.
episode, I mentioned that they found something called moonstone swords.
Yes.
I have found a more proper name for them because I knew they existed in this canon, but I didn't know what they were called. They are called moonsteel swords.
Okay.
So they are
Change
not
that
a rock type material. They are a metal type material, made in a very similar process. You know, moonstone. So now moonstone is actually orichalcum in this canon, because
Casually.
I knew that was canon in a different set. Whatever. The swords that you have are not moonstone swords; they are moonsteel swords, and they still have a property that you have yet to discover yet.
Yes.
But in any case,
Retconning my notes here, don't mind me.
yes,
Yep.
exactly.
We have 1 sword and
2 scimitars.
2 scimitars. Yes.
Yeah. So we catch up to the current moment where everybody is either sitting or standing or lying on the floor of this receptionist's area, having their souls racked by soul gems, and not entirely sure where to go next. By your innate inner clock, someone who would have an innate inner clock, I would assume Zog has a pretty innate inner clock,
Yeah.
given his time on the sea. You can reckon that it's getting late.
Yes.
Later in the day than you anticipated you would be, like, for how much you've gone through already. Like, some time has been spent relaxing and resting, and oh, fuck! That's something that y'all would have seen last time that I fucking didn't tell you about. You see on the wall something that looks like a round disc with 2 hands. That is displaying what some of you who are familiar with the process of clockwork technology, this object appears to be telling a time. Looks like, if you're looking at an analog clock above table, it looks like it reads about 7.
Okay.
But if you are not familiar with clockwork technology in canon yet, it just looks like a strange. There are no numbers on it denoting that. It just looks like it's telling you it. And it's not like the clocks don't exist. There was a giant clock tower in the town.
Okay.
But this is similar to that, but it's smaller, and it doesn't appear like there's any massive cogs or machinery like driving it. It just looks like a wall clock, but you have no concept of a wall clock being that small yet. It's either cuckoo clock, like a
Yeah.
which is a delicacy in this region. You know, it is an artisanal thing. Or it would be like a full-blown clock tower operating off of a massive cog system.
Is it moving?
It doesn't look like it is,
Okay.
but that's because this clock appears to be moving very, very slowly. Like, you look away from it, and then you, like, a couple minutes later, you look at it again, and it has moved, but it is only moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Does the clock speak to Sundial in any way? I am a clockwork sorcerer.
Hold on. Clockwork
Yeah.
soul sorcerer.
Yes.
It grows a mouth and it's like, hey, kid.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I am quite literally inanimate objects. Also, I have something to talk about.
Let me
not
actually-
talk
let
to
me
Zog
actually
about
look.
after, but
Let me actually
You have
look at
started
the
every
clockwork
session
soul
with, I have to
sorcerer.
talk to Zog about something.
well, I ended last session like being like, "What the fuck is this thing?" And
I have to actually
I have
look at the
questions,
clockwork
okay? And
soul
you're my
sorcerer
adult.
real quick. Hold on. Order.
It's so funny working in a middle school because when shit goes down, I look at the students and I'm like, go get an adult. And they're like, you are one. I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't tell me that.
How often does shit go down in a middle school?
Oh,
You
like
would be
3-4
surprised.
times a day.
It's a middle school.
Somebody
Oh,
just
that's kinda
dropped
cool.
a fire extinguisher, and I'm like, I don't know how to put that back on the wall. Like,
Oh no.
So here,
Oh, God.
let me make a request with maintenance to do that.
Oh.
Oh
Go
wait.
on. So Dell just goes up to the clock. It's like, "What are you?"
what is the purpose?
Well,
of you?
No, the clock does not speak to you.
Okay.
On a spiritual level, it looks very pretty, simple, elegant. But it's not like talking to you.
Okay.
And if you get
Do I-
closer to it,
Okay. Do I glean anything from the clock? That's what I.
that it's a clock,
Okay. Cool.
that it is indeed a functioning clock.
I look at Zog and I'm just like, I can't deal with this right now. My brain's kind of like just.
Do you want to break it?
No, mate.
Do you want
He
to
stops
steal it?
and like contemplates. How big is this clock?
About yay big.
Okay, I take the clock.
take it?
Sundial
Yes.
should wear it on his chest like the Superman logo.
Yeah.
You kind of
like
like
Flame of
put your hand.
Flame.
You kind of put your hand to it, and you like pop it off the wall. There's like a clean seam rip of where this thing would have been adhered to the wall. You turn around to look at the back of it. Looks like a solid either plate of metal or very thin stone. But otherwise, you have a wall clock in your hand.
I just look at it for a second. Like, if I had an organic tongue, I would lick this.
While you are holding it, you do feel a very slight,
Like a ticking.
like an
Gonna blow.
intermittent ticking noise, 1 second intervals. You're familiar with 1 second intervals. You've occasionally heard 1 second interval ticking in the process of you casting some of your larger magic. And in the process of your soul rending advantage or disadvantage null in a situation, you've also heard this just.
Okay.
But
I hear it to my circle, or to my orb.
all right, you feel a force drawing it magnetically to you, and it becomes suspended in front of you, and you just kind of will it. It like attaches.
The adhesive
And-
becomes loose and it falls down for a sec.
Yeah, it falls to where it looks like a clock hanging from your neck, hanging below your orb, and it just like levitates there.
I not turn
In
it
your
upside
form.
down and I say that 6:30.
The way that it is hanging right now would be you grab your hand to it, you pull it up, and it shows the right time. I guess you can
Alright.
add a clock to
Cool.
yourself.
I will do that.
To yourself.
If you take, I would say, it wouldn't exactly be a free action if this were in a combat scenario. I'd say a bonus action, you can check what time it is.
Cool.
An object interaction?
Object interaction, that's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
No, that's free
No,
action.
interacting with an object is a free action in my... I have set that precedent, yes. Okay, so, yeah.
Okay.
You can just tell what
So,
time it is
I
with your
was-
free action in combat.
I just look at it and like, this is cool. Zog, I have a thing that I need to talk to you about.
Zog is like on the ground, kind of dying a bit. Like
Zog, Zog,
You were healed
Zog,
last
Zog.
session, I
am
think.
slightly Zog emotionally dying.
Right.
Yeah, he's just on the ground. He is very pale. His eyes are sunken a lot.
Can I
He's like,
cast
yeah,
Lesser Restoration on Zog?
It's not gonna, buddy. Save your spells.
I
it's
don't
fine.
believe... I don't believe that would do anything
I
in
know.
this situation right now.
I just feel like I need to do something.
Are you burning the slot?
No, I'm not. I
Okay.
also don't have the slot to burn.
Okay.
I have
Here.
so
Can I
little
go up to
spell
Zog?
slots.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and put a flower just on his hand so he can look at.
A little
you.
begonia.
There.
I appreciate it.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The overlay on
Oh,
Twitch.
I
no!
am Dono the
No.
Cleric.
You are...
Oh, look at me! I'm Dono.
Well, would you look at me?
Wait,
I'm
wait.
Dadley.
Trying to be subtle. I just should
I'm
have
the
called it out, I guess.
sexiest
over time.
motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I'm Dono. I'm gonna take a quick shower. 45 minutes later.
Fuck
Oh
off.
my god. So, anyone
Alright.
else?
Zog, I have something.
The time now stands at about 7 p.m. It is very late.
Yeah. Zog starts picking up this chest, and he's like, "Let's walk and talk. I think we got what we need."
Quinlan's gonna put his foot on it as you go to pick it up. What the hell was that about?
We're gonna walk and talk.
There's
Sundial called dibs, and then we'll get to you, buddy. I promise.
no, it's no. This is kind of all related, actually.
Oh, okay.
So we can not. We can
We
take
all
it.
So as
agree
you-
that we got what we came for, right?
Yeah.
Zog,
So you pick
we
up the chest.
Did
no,
we?
wait.
Well,
No, we didn't.
I
We
thought
weren't
we were
exactly.
looking for a
I thought we
man.
came here for weapons. Did
you
I
have a
not?
we came here
no.
for
You
a
have
man.
you have a mission from the Cambins Hall to recover an operative.
I'm looking for a man.
Oh, I totally
Yes.
forgot why we were in here.
Well, it's been like a
Hello.
month.
Zog thought that he was just like dungeon busting for treasure. That's
Pretty
all
much.
he thought this entire
Yeah.
time.
Could I hearing that, I would literally just like walk up and be like, "Are you concussed?"
No, I'm Catholic.
Do you have a concussion?
That's canonical.
That's
I may worship unbelief, but I'm Catholic. Do I have a concussion? Yeah, I think I have change for a 20. What do you need?
Oh lord. I have a table that I can roll 0 HP injuries on, but you didn't reach 0 HP.
No, Zog is more in a shell shock of the realization that he
Yeah,
can't
it's
do
a shell shock. It's
Mm,
definitely a shell shock.
He's like, I'll be fine. Yeah,
We're gonna
let's
take
go.
a beat.
Let's. Okay.
We seem to be safe here. You need to get your bearings.
All right.
All right.
So,
Yes, Sundial, what's up?
So, out of everyone here, who got put into like a soul gem and stuff?
Who got whammied?
Who got
everybody except
Me.
everybody except the phase, I believe.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, both of our phase did not get sucked into a gem.
Okay, I will turn to
Willow was on the verge there, but like, yeah.
How many did
Jamming
Zog went
out.
into 2, right? Or did he go
Oh
into
yeah, I
no,
forgot
Zog went
the
into
end is
3.
never the end is not.
Yeah, Zog ended up going to 3. He went into
Yeah.
the Screaming
Yeah.
Hag, the silent. Oh no, just two. Screaming Hag and Silent.
Yes.
Okay.
The end was never gone into. Yes.
Yes.
No.
Just never
But
shut up.
Alpha Tori, I have them written down. So you encountered a screaming old woman who you did not learn the name of. The end is never, who you did not learn the name of because the gem was never accessed. Idris, the pouty, grumpy kid who is frightened all the time.
Alpha
Tori, and a silent creature that did not even speak, let alone give you its name. But it was very fast, almost deadly. It knew what it was trying to do.
So so now I went into Allie. Allie got whammed into a gem, right?
Here it is. Yes.
You doing okay? You all right?
I'm fine.
So
a small portion of that encounter belies with you, Allie, as you just feel this moat of like anxiety and like nerve that still it lingers. It's not like presenting itself. It's not coming to the forefront, but it's definitely there. Being in the presence of such a frightened presence was enough to leave an impression on you, especially on you, as curious as you are.
So what's up, Sunda?
I'm a scaredy cat.
when
Take a point of inspiration for that. Fucking incredible.
When you guys got put in to gem, were you in a weird corporeal body as well?
No, I was just me. Allie?
I was myself with a child.
Wait, you were pregnant?
Not my child. It was I wasn't pregnant. That was not what I meant. I
was with child.
There was a child that I have prior established his name. Here it is.
Sundial just says congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. Let's go get cigars.
I was not myself.
What? Okay. What did you look like?
I pull out kin,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, my body was kind of like this.
Everyone in here is familiar with kin, yes?
No.
The cat, right?
No.
Kin is a gray ooze.
That I just have in a bottle.
Permanently trapped in a double corked bottle.
Mm-hmm. That I sometimes use a syringe to feed.
Yeah. Pulling kin out. Kin just kind of like undulates a little inside of his bottle. Yeah, just flubbers around a little bit.
I was like this, but arms and hands.
Oh. That's neat.
Insight check?
I was just
History
gonna ask
check?
to do the same. Like history, insight, something of like, hey, does this sound
Arcana
familiar?
check?
Okay. What are you trying to glean from Sundial's statement?
Do I know of a creature like that?
Make me a nature
From
check.
Nature, okay.
Can I do the same?
Are you trying to glean the same thing?
Yeah, literally. As I was like
Make
trying
me
to
a
think
nature
back,
check.
Yeah,
Make me a nature check.
I did. This might give me disadvantage saying these words out loud. Zog immediately is like, "What sea creatures have I ran into that seem like this?"
Not necessarily disadvantage.
Okay.
You might be looking in the wrong place, but it's not disadvantage.
15.
I got a
Allie.
13.
13. Okay.
The black
Nature's not my
cat got
thing.
13?
15 is pushing it, but it's not exactly enough to get you a
It's like
solid
right on the tip of
lead.
my tongue.
Yeah,
Like,
it's you feel like other than kin, you have very limited experience with ooze. There are not many oozes in the sea because oozes, by their own nature, are very aqueous. They are a liquefied. They are a solid liquid. You know, they oozes and water are not exactly a malleable mixture with each other. You know, you can't dump a bucket of water on an ooze in a dungeon and it immediately dissolves.
Yeah.
But spending a long time in water is not exactly compatible with an ooze. Allie, there have been many different creatures who have roamed the paths that you have roamed, especially when you were in New York City. Nothing that sounds like an ooze with arms and legs. That one's a new one.
So, Zog's gonna look at Sundown and be like, I mean, like, how did you feel having hands?
At this point, you have gone from the reception area to through the transfer hallway, back next to the corpse, out the door again, and you are now standing in the lobby area where the two dead Clockwork Watchmen and the busted down door still remain. There is another door that you... Did you check the other door? Yeah, you did check the other door. There was a closet. Yeah.
Just so, because I said, like, we'll walk and talk, and that's mostly, for story reasons, so we can keep moving. Zog is just going to be following where Quinlan is going, so if Quinlan is still like, no, we're sitting resting, he hasn't moved yet, like, he's kind of just taking Quinlan's lead at the moment.
So you've gone back out into the lobby area at least. From there, you either venture back out into the original hallway you came from, or you attempt to go into this secondary hallway where which has been separated by what looks like a jail bar type wall and a jail bar type door.
Question.
Yes.
Back in that other room where we left off last time,
Yes.
there in the crack in the wall,
Yes.
you said that there was there was something else in there.
There's an armoire of sorts. It looks like a standing cupboard, like a large, like a dresser type standing thing.
Did we want to check that out?
That, like I said, Zog is following Quinlan. If that's what you want to do, by all means, let's go check it out.
Okay.
Sundial is gonna go with whatever is wanted and just say, I will go if you wish.
Once we get rested up, we should probably check that out, just because it might hold some answers as to what this box is. Speaking of Willow, now this might be a bit of a crazy thought, but would it be possible to shrink the box to make it easier to carry?
You noticed... Yeah, go ahead.
You go.
You noticed that the only time that an object is shrunk to your proportions that was not already set to your proportions is if you were, have a total hold on it. So if you were to tightly grip this box, it would stay small, but it would still be very heavy for you specifically, unless there was help in carrying it.
Yeah.
It's a very niche scenario. There's no way to permanently alter the size of an object other than literally rebuilding the object. It's not exactly I cast reduce. Reduce has a limited amount of time, has a limited duration on it. And it's just kind of a passive effect of a fairy holding on to an object is that it is reduced to the size of the fairy. But this box does not, unless she was totally gripping onto it, would not permanently shrink.
Yeah, I know that she's got enlarge person. I just didn't remember if you've got enlarge or not enlarge shrink.
It's enlarge reduce is the spell.
Yeah.
Overtable and enlarge
I can
reduce
do
is the
both.
same spell in the same slot. You can do whichever one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not have that prepared for myself, by the way. I usually do as a sorcerer, but I do not.
Is
Zog can do that on certain parts of his
permanent
body.
spell if you use it on
I can use it because of
That
fairy
is-
magic.
Oh, dope!
Really?
What happened?
I will not be repeating myself.
Oh. Oh,
It's
no.
okay. It's recorded forever.
Ah,
It is. So if anybody wants to know what that was, they can go back and look.
I'm upset
caught
it took
that,
me a minute
though.
to get it.
No, we were talking about enlarge, reduce. So I said Zog can do it with certain parts of his body.
oh. Ooh.
So
Hey,
can
I got
Sundial.
Zoe to laugh. All right.
Hey,
Almost
good.
got me to fall out of my chair.
Zog, Sundial. Can
Enlarge reduce is not
as well.
permanent if the target is an object, so it would still fall under the same concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Should we just come back for the box?
That's what I was just thinking. Hide it very well.
We can just put it back where we found it.
I don't know if that's going to be well hidden because we've got a trail to it.
I don't want to leave him alone again.
Well, if carrying them with us to find our operative could mean us getting captured and then separated from it, and then whatever they are being used, which, by the way, nobody explain what the hell this stuff is.
There's people inside the crystals. They want out.
I thought they were like me.
They feel much more fractured than you do.
I don't know how like carrying capacities works and whatnot. I never run that in D&D.
I am
Where's
almost
doubled-
at capacity.
If I doubled my
is-
carrying capacity, could I carry
I
this
think carrying
chest
capacity
comfortably?
is your strength score times 10 normally.
I have no idea.
Your carrying capacity is it's like your strength score times a certain number.
We don't have to do the whole rules right now. I'm just asking.
It's your
if I
strength
double
score
my
multiplied by 15.
strength score multiplied
Yeah.
by 15.
Strength score times 15. Yes. so Zog, you would be able to carry about
225 pounds.
15 times 15. Yeah, 225 pounds. This box would be pushing the upper limit of your encumbrance. There is no encumbrance for like your gear, your material.
What?
Like
Yeah.
that
If I If I
'cause that
cast
would
a
just-
spell that makes me double my carrying capacity, could I carry this easily? Could I like just
Oh,
throw
much
this
more
over
easily.
my shoulder?
Much more easily if you did that. Yes.
Okay. Hey Quinlan. I only have 3rd level spell slots left, and so someone's gonna have to get beefy with me. So me and you are both gonna have enhance ability cast on us.
Oh,
We're gonna have bears and or bull's strength. You have advantage in all strength checks, and me and you have doubled carrying capacity.
How
And
heavy
how long
is
does
this
that
box?
last?
1 hour with concentration.
with concentration. Okay.
Dippy,
I'll
how
keep that in
heavy
mind.
is this box?
At its full size and bulk, seems fairly heavy. It's much easier with the doubled carrying capacity. Like
Give
it's
me a number.
easier. It's still heavy though. I would say it's about. Let's call it upwards of 95 pounds.
The boxes?
Yes,
Wait,
with
that's
the
it?
gems and stuff inside. Like again, it's a very big, awkward thing too.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly the easiest thing to carry
Yeah.
anyway. It's easier with your enhanced strength.
Why
But
are we
it's-
taking these gems, by the way?
I am going to save these people.
Some of them
A
didn't
very
seem
noble cause.
all there.
That's why they need to be saved.
We could just put them out of their misery.
That's not saving them.
Some people might argue it is, but fair.
Depending on the
I can cede to the boat
circumstances, it
driver.
Could be.
Sundial will remember that moment. That.
And
Yeah, just
Quinlan is just
like a
nodding in
telltale
agreement.
moment. Telltale moment. Sundial will remember.
I am a sponge of
Sometimes.
absorbing knowledge. Okay, I am curious,
Yep.
and that was a very good moment of sometimes death is mercy. Like, all right, cool.
Um.
Oh boy.
So Zog is now completely of like I thought we were supposed to come.
Okay.
Which way are we going now?
What about coming?
We should go further into the facility since we have not found the operative we came here for.
We should probably
So-
drop off this box as well, or put it somewhere
I was about to
safe.
say, so y'all are carrying the box now.
Yes.
Okay.
If Zog's doing it alone, that's totally fine. If Quinlan's helping, that's totally fine. But Zog
He'll
is not
help.
willing to leave the box.
Question.
Yes.
Okay,
Why
so you're
don't we-
basically front end, back end carrying this box.
Why
No.
don't
Yeah.
we put the box back where we found it, and then on our way back, come and get it?
Because I already used my last spell slot to carry this box.
You can't
Zog
just
is
remake your
being-
spell slots. Sucks.
And
Since
we
you
could
just did-
take a rest.
I
I also have the ability to improve your musculature, as you have done for yourself.
no, I didn't. What? I'm just this beefy. I'm just this strong.
Takes his shirt off. It doubles
If
his,
you think so,
doubles his beer gut as well.
Oh, God.
It's called a torpedo.
Hey,
Um,
the keg.
look, if,
I don't have a
if
six
you
pack. I
guys
have.
want to sit and rest for a while here, that's totally fine. I don't feel comfortable leaving this box.
We're not leaving the box, but I would need a rest.
Are
You're
we
all very shaken.
Are we all taking a beat?
I'll stay watch at the door.
Same. Since I already took a short rest myself to regain composure.
Okay.
So are we taking a short rest or a long rest while we're here?
I need a
Well-
long rest.
That would be up to the rest of you.
That would
Exactly.
be up to the DM as well.
In the situation that you're currently in, you feel like if you did not progress any further and you like waited here, it seems like you've already encountered like every threat in your immediate vicinity,
Mhm.
because something else may have come after you at this point if they gave a damn.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not you're like 80% sure
Okay.
that a long rest would behoove you in this situation if you felt like you were willing to take that amount of time. A watch would
Zog-
certainly help with that.
Zog's just like, all right, I'm gonna. If y'all are down for it, I'm gonna close my eyes for a bit. I'm gonna do some stuff.
All right, I'm gonna close. Like just
It's just like a dad in the recliner, just like, all right, guys, it's fun. I was watching that.
Mm-hmm. So
If you guys wish, I can cast a spell that will give us protection for 8 hours,
Oh, what's
or at least let us know. I can cast alarm.
all right.
I like
I'm
to
also-
imagine casting alarm is just you now fiddling with the clock.
Yeah.
It's just like
you just like
Sets a
I was
wire
about to
to
say there's just a
everything.
little key. Yeah. You like produce the silver thread from your finger and you just like lay it on the ground and all.
All right.
I'm also gonna play Song of Rest. I'm just gonna play a little tune on my
Ooh.
drums.
Okay.
So if anyone's using hit points, you can add an additional 1d6.
we're doing a long rest, so
If you're doing a long rest, you'll gain your full stuff back. Is there
Oh,
anything
if we're
else
doing a long
song
rest, then
rest?
never mind.
Okay. I was gonna say if you're
I'll
doing
just
like
use the
some,
rest of my
You can still play a performance check if you'd like to.
Yeah,
play
and
it
I'll
on the
join
Absolutely.
you
Give
on
us
that.
some
Just
vibes.
jam. Yeah, just
and
a vibe.
I,
Tell me
can
my
I join
future.
you on that?
I'm re-rolling.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because I got a
Allie,
1.
Oh my god.
oh no.
Allie, as you pull out your drum and start playing, Quinlan brings out the dual flute
Flute.
and
How much better?
asks if he
Sucking.
can join you on that.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. And I'm
Norman's-
clearly still shaken as my high roll was a 9.
Oh boy.
So my drumming is bad.
As this happens, Sundial will turn his back to everyone and begin to throw it back.
15.
15. So a 15 and a 9 together. All right. This little double ensemble. And if you're throwing it.
Thrown in.
Can I make a performance check as well?
Sure.
Okay,
Make a performance check. At disadvantage,
At
please.
disadvantage, I will use my ability to give it just a straight roll.
All right. Straight roll performance check for you then. The order of the world dictates I must dance.
13.
13?
13, 15, and 9.
Sundial's got some cheeks. It's
Fairly
they're
good
clapping to the
average.
beat too.
Fairly good average.
What's Willow doing during all this?
What are you doing during this, Willow?
Just watching.
Oh,
Just
perfect.
doing some
All
druid
right.
crafts. Just be.
Zog
flute-
has crawled
flute-
into the hole we got the chest from, and that's where he's taking his nap.
You get
Okay.
stuck halfway through.
Good to know. Good to know. It's thin. I didn't say it was small. It's
Yeah, Zog
just
was
like
able to
thin.
get into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we.
You can like muscle your way into it.
Yeah.
All right. So, as a little evening duet, I wonder if I have an evening duet. Hold on.
Nah, it's not a duet.
It's just the Soul Eater.
trio.
Bad
It's a trio.
flutes. Like, yes, Allie.
Can I do one more thing during this long rest?
Mm-hmm.
If no one opposes, I want to open the chest back up and take my ink pen and ink and mark which crystal is which. Can I do that?
I would be keeping an eye on it, except for one point when I would be talking with Willow privately. So you could take advantage of that moment, because I was just gonna be like sitting on the chest.
Right.
I mean, if anyone wants to stop me, that's fair
Okay,
too.
so let's
or like
do-
question
No,
me, I will
like-
tell you why. But I was like, Allie would want to mark these to be like,
Oh.
if we need for some reason to know which one's which real fast.
As the music plays and the night
Wouldn't
air.
Allie have to interact with each one to know which one is which?
But only for a second, right? And we established it takes a minute for the
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
poll to happen.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah.
a minute. It takes a minute before you have to make a roll, and you instantaneously know which one is which, unless there's a quiet moment like that someone is taking advantage of. But only one gem has been known to do that up to this point.
Yeah,
Like,
Quinlan
the-
doesn't know anything about any of them because there was that quiet moment after all of that madness.
The night air permeates, and as some of our party falls asleep, the rest sit in the quiet cold of the rain of the. Oh my God! What did I call it? The UWTR. The UWTR 057.
I am in sentry mode, so basically, or stasis.
Yes. So you're in stasis.
I'm aware. I'm like halfway
You have
aware.
alarm.
Yeah. And I am also like, it's a kind of awake but not awake thing.
Yes. You
Oh.
are yes. Stasis. You are aware of your surroundings, but you have to reactivate yourself and give up your long rest in order to whatever. Yeah. Fully encapsulated there. So, it sounds like this first watch is Allie, Quinlan, and Willow. If I understand it correctly. So there is a little conversation between Willow and Quinlan that I will allow to happen, but first I would like each of you to roll a perception check, just for the purposes of the quote-unquote watch that you are taking.
Does my passive 20 do anything?
Passive 20 is
messing up.
helpful. You can actually...
I got 22 without anything.
22? Right. I'll say that, like, your passive 20 is definitely helpful if you're not, like... ugh. But this, I'll say that your roll would be in the moment of you doing something that you're not fully attentive of, the environment around you. All right.
I just like to brag that I have a 20 on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think this is the 5th episode in a row you've mentioned it.
I
So it's
can't help
pretty
it.
good. Quinlan.
That's going to be a total of 17.
17. Willow.
21.
21. All right. Pretty good numbers all around. Pretty good numbers. So, Quinlan, Willow, if you would like.
All right. So in the moment that Allie is doing her walk around, I'm just gonna get up off the box and come over to Willow. Pop a squat. We haven't really had a chance during all of this to address the elephant in our own room.
There's an elephant in our room?
With your powers, there can be.
Perhaps the wrong colloquialism. Wait, are you screwing with me again?
Point of inspiration for
Yes.
both of you. Please continue.
he does smirk a little bit and just shakes his head.
Gotta get some fun out in here.
True.
Sundial takes offense to saying that there's no fun. He is the fun.
So we're out here. Have you picked up on anything?
Not much. Other than the, is that a cockroach? Other than the families I talk to, they just, yeah. So no, not really.
Well, you know the coin that I threw into the...
Yeah.
I reach into my robes and pull it out. Apparently it came back.
I thought those are only what happens to exes. They come back. Well, good to know. And you tried chucking it again?
I'm a little scared to see what is gonna happen, but hopefully on returning to the city, the librarian can help me figure out more.
Hopefully. Can I see the coin?
Yeah, and I'll hand it to you.
Just looking around it. Do I have anything?
Oh, wait.
Can I detect magic?
Are you casting Detect Magic?
I am.
All right.
Oop. Hello?
Our DM froze.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's broken.
Pretty good freeze frame.
It is.
Yeah?
It is.
This looks like the cover of a mixtape he's gonna drop.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
This is a
Amateur
SoundCloud rapper photo.
Your detect magic just doesn't work for some reason.
Just-
it's just
it's a
radio
coin.
silence.
It broke
It's a
him.
coin.
The question broke him.
Yes.
Oh no, our coin. It's broken.
Oh,
There
he's
he
gone.
goes.
Can you believe
There
all of this
he's at.
happens because you get nosebleeds?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
oh,
Dippy.
welcome back.
Oh my god. All right. The thing is, my network didn't even cut out on my end. It just like paused.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so anyway, Detect Magic. Excuse me.
Yes.
A wave washes over the room.
Hmm.
Aside from the usual magical implements that you would normally discover and uncover with your Detect Magic, there is a faint magical source emanating from all of the Moonsteel swords.
Okay.
There is a faint magical source emanating from the long. We'll go ahead and elucidate it for the chat and everyone else in the room. It is over table. This is a very much a gun-like object. There's a faint magical source coming from it, but it feels like it's not fully complete. The chest, no magical emanation from it at the moment. But the coin that you hold in your hand, as you cast Detect Magic, the coin in your hand kind of levitates up off of your hand for just a moment, and a very strong magical presence makes itself known from it. It appears to be related to the abjuration school. This is what the energy it's giving off is most familiar to. But there's also hints of transmutation magic. And this object has a very, very strong presential connection to the Feywild. It is a very very tricky Fey magical object. At least in your grasp, it is.
Okay. This is very interesting. It's definitely from the Feywilds. It's very strong, but that's all I can really pick up.
That's strange. Very, very strange.
Where did you get it again?
I don't recall. It just
Make a history check.
all right.
Oh, this is fun.
14.
14. You had a dream
Mm-hmm.
a little while ago while you were on Zog's boat. You came across an entity in this dream. When you woke up from that dream, you had the coin on you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna relay that, and since then, only once have I encountered what I think was the entity, and that was. It takes a moment. Upsetting, because it seemed to reference something about this world, and it was neither good nor bad. Like, it seemed to be aware of our mission.
Okay.
And was on neither side.
Okay. So a common party. That is really concerning. Well, let's research it a little bit more when we get out of these dungeons.
Indeed, I was
And
going to wait until we got out of this. However, I don't know how long we're going to be here.
yeah.
This facility seems to have a labyrinthian quality to it.
Yes, it does.
Allie, go ahead and make a stealth check for your process.
17.
17. What was your perception check, Willow? It was 21.
21.
And Quinlan's was a 17. Okay. Both of you in the middle of this conversation can hear the creaking open of the chest lid. You notice it, but it's up to you whether or not you abjectly react to it.
Is at this point I'm gonna whip my head around like when I hear that.
Like a kid with their candy, like
and I give you the eyebrow raise of
just I hold up my pen, labeling them in case we need to know.
That might
Smart
actually be
idea.
very smart.
Carry on.
Go back to it.
Just
I'm not used to being caught when I'm putting my hands on things, so
you just got mom and dad's approval.
Like,
I
okay.
go back to it.
I love it.
I'm labeling them with like one singular word, like anxious.
Mm-hmm.
End.
Yeah. So you get. Yeah. So you get.
Pretentious.
Yeah. So you get. You actually get a word. In the nature of how you are attempting to do this, the strange occurrence that comes out of it is that you actually can garner a word when you focus on it, and you just like for a split second, and you almost instinctually asked, "What do I call you?" You get a word from four out of the 5 of them. 2 of them you already know the name of if you want to use that as the label. But the word that you would otherwise get is the words that you would otherwise get are pain for the screaming old woman, monotony for the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Fear, otherwise known as Idris. Mm-hmm. Ego, otherwise known as AlphaTauri. And the silent one, when you ask what do I call you, it simply there's a moment of silence. If you wait long enough, like if you actively hold on to it until you get a word, the word that you get is death.
Yeah, I would wait that long.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the only one that hasn't freaked me out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And how many spots in the case are there?
Open spots?
Total
spots.
Like,
there are 12.
Okay.
7 of them
Okay.
are empty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley, you're muted.
I know. I'm not going to be singing on stream like that.
Oh, I thought you were wanting to say something.
No, I'm just vibing in my own little world while y'all are doing your thing.
There you go.
Muting.
Otherwise, if your conversation was still ongoing,
I'm good.
all right.
Yeah.
The rest of the watch goes on. There's no abject, like there's no strange occurrence over the course of your watch. At least I hope not. Yeah, no, there is no strange occurrence over the course of your watch. I do need to rewrite these numbers, though. Give me a second. Your random encounter numbers. Oh, how exciting. 9, 13, 18, 20. There we go.
What?
All right. So, nothing else very exciting happens over the course of your watch. As you begin to lay down to rest, who would be... Do you want anyone to take the next one, or is there just kind of a... Do we let a pass go for the next 4 hours without a watch necessarily? Because there are 3 of you that all took that watch kind of at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, Zog made no game plan before he went to bed. Zog went and crashed, so...
Zog is crashed out. It would take a lot to wake him up. And
so
Yeah.
you did cast alarm too. All right.
Yeah. So I would just pass out because I'm not trusting those two to looky with the eyesy, not the handsies.
Mm-hmm.
Quinlan suspects they would do something stupid.
So Quinlan
Love
is...
that. I'm not sure which 2 he's talking about, so it just relates to all of us.
Well,
it's lovely.
Specifically the 2 that are asleep at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
right.
I have a 17 in intelligence.
So we will...
Excuse me, this man doesn't have hands, so he
group.
can't even do that. Or eyes.
This man doesn't even have hands or eyes. All right, so if we're letting a watch pass...
Yes.
All right.
I'm sleeping by the door, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like in front of the door. I
Mhm.
curl up right there,
I mean, I can have
Right in
Amity,
front of the door.
like,
right in
walking
front of the door. So
around.
if
You
someone else
find-
is just gonna step on me,
You
like
find the only basket in the area to curl up.
The basket.
Dippy, I will say this:
Mhm.
Warforges only need to sleep for 6 hours, so
That's
I will
true.
be up for the last one.
Yes.
Like,
If you
automatically.
you could technically, if you were on like that cycle, quote unquote, like as soon as 6 hours are up, you can be back up.
I have a clock on me.
You have
he's got the bling now.
I would know exactly when
You-
6 hours are up.
you know, you're not wrong. So halfway
No,
through
buddy.
this watchless pass,
Mhm.
sundial, you feel a connection with the clockwork on your person
Mhm.
resonate. And this is like the only part of your like garbage heap that did not fall off of you when you entered stasis. You made what looks like a pretty semi-permeable bond with this thing because you wanted to.
Yeah.
You feel the clockwork entwine with yourself to give you kind of like this, I have a much better sense of time now.
Mhm.
Even though time is still a very strange concept to all of us. Your innate sense that of when you would like awaken yourself kicks in, and halfway through this watchless pass, sundial, you feel reinvigorated. You may take your long rest.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
All
I'll
right.
take that. Sundial will just
With
like,
alarm still
awaken
cast.
slowly and just be like,
Yep.
Look at everybody, and then have
Mosaic just kind of
Mosaic
like
come out onto my shoulder, and I'll just start playing fetch with her.
just cat
And then
stretches.
suddenly she gets the zoomies and just fucking goes buck wild in the entire.
You know what? I'll
Oh.
let that play into this roll a little
Okay.
bit.
Dippy,
Mm-hmm.
because of my family life, would the plant cat zoomies wake me up?
I don't think you know if it's a cat.
Doesn't it look like a cat? And if it has the zoomies, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's a ball. It's a moss. It's like a half moss, half cat.
I'm just checking because I
Have
do
you ever
have
seen? Okay, it does resemble that of a
that.
cat. It looks as though she's based around a like Japanese folklore, where cats are left, or like they go out to the forest and not pass, and so the moss will like take over, and that's how they go with like the afterlife and shit like that.
Oh,
And
okay.
so like in Japan, they have statues of cats that are covered in moss to resemble
Okay.
that. So
I'm just asking if the zoomies specifically will wake me up
I
from
would
like
say,
habit.
Allie, make
I'm willing to take a short rest if that's the case. Also,
a Constitution. Make a Constitution save for me.
that's a 5.
5.
Hey.
That's a 5.
You hear the pitter patter of this moss cat, just like all of a sudden, just like scrambling around the room, and you're like,
Oh, kid. Oh, never mind.
Sundial has made like a ball from mold earth in his body. It has like it's like a kind of net situation. It has a smaller ball on the inside of it that has another small ball inside of it, so it makes a so it sounds like a little bell.
You've made a jangly cat ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, Allie, you have awoken. I will say that this will not affect your long rest if you just want to try to go back to sleep like now.
I will go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But I definitely did wake up to that.
No worries. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Playing with Mosaic a little bit longer, there's a moment where Mosaic just kind of like stops and like perks up and like looks down the iron bar hallway. Not out into the first main hallway that you were in, but down the iron bar hallway that you would be entering into next from this room.
And I, with seeing that mosaic is perceiving something, use that as a help situation to look down that hallway and see if I see anything.
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Right. With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was a little worried there. It was a natural 1 and a 19 plus my perception.
Damn.
Which is plus 4. 23. What do I see?
23.
Oh
You
my
look down.
god.
Oh my god. You look down the hallway. That mosaic has locked eyes with something.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to take a better look at that room as a whole. You see what appear to be a few like cubbies or like lines, like dividing partitioning walls in between what would look like somewhere where someone would stand behind a counter. There are about 5 of them lined up side by side in increments. Against the opposite wall, there are also, this is just from what you can see from looking down as you are looking down it right now. You also see 4 long tables sitting at about chest, like, or torso height. These tables have not been racked and ruined as much as a lot of the furniture that you have come into this place seeing so far. These tables are still like standing fairly at their regular kilt. Looks like there might be a little mold gathering around the base of the legs or like just in various random places. But looking down the hallway, you see what could only be described as a cloak fluttering in the air on its own. And it just like, just gentle cloth billowing noise kind of stands. You see, it looks like the back of the cloak is facing you. You cannot see legs coming from behind the cloak. You can't see arms or appendages. You can't really even see a body tied to this thing. It just looks like a cloak floating.
This cloak is closer than 60 feet. Because I can see
60 feet? Let me see.
Because I can see it.
So I said that this hallway was 120. The initial hallway that I gave you all, I said was 150 feet or 120 feet. I think I said 150.
I think it
Or-
was 150.
150. So this hallway is the same length, it looks like.
Okay.
So, and this cloak appears to be it's just on the edge of your vision. So it would be like 60-ish feet away from
Okay.
you, if not a little bit more.
I will begin to walk down to go meet the cloak.
There is a door in between you and this hallway.
Okay. Can I just open the door?
You grab the handle
Mm-hmm.
and you like start to try to turn it and you break the handle off in your hand. And a loud metallic clang reverberates throughout not just the room that you're in, but down that hallway as well. You watch as this cloak, it looks like it turns
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when all the trouble began. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find where this thing is in my notes. I know that it's here somewhere. Oh my god.
Look at all those monsters that Dippy's got planned for us. They're in the sticky notes area. I think I see a giant.
No, I
That's
know
actually
I
just his
have.
ongoing game of Smash or Pass.
Woo!
Don't worry, Dippy. I do the same thing. If any of you guys were, that's why I have this big book in front of all these other books.
Here it is.
They have marks in them for where I have monsters planned for later.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan monsters?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
You guys
plan
are
to
getting
make
paid?
shit up.
Just homebrew them on the spot. Like,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Dadley, that used to be me. Now I'm just like, no, I need a fucking.
And I took an arrow to the
sheet.
knee.
Yeah. Goodness.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
Cat.
I was gonna say that's a big ass cat, but then I remember that Trazhie's fucking short.
It's Stream has
she's a
hard
pretty
time
big cat,
seeing.
though.
Okay.
Okay.
Dog.
Dog. I love dog.
So it just rolled a natural 20 on its perception.
Fantastic.
I don't like that.
Did it have advantage? You need to tell me if you're rolling with advantage, Dippy.
It did have advantage.
Then I will
So
make
what
it
was
not have advantage.
So instead it gets a
Dirty 20.
12. I need you to roll. See, that's just an inbuilt thing of it. I need you to roll stealth at disadvantage because you just broke a metal handle off of a door.
So
Oh, you
do I
can't be
use
doing that.
advantage on
That's
the
not good.
thing or no? Like, do I
If
use my
you-
ability on it?
Does your ability okay. Does your ability cancel all advantage or disadvantage in a round
Yes.
of combat? Or does it just
The
cancel
actions
out
of playing
advantage or disadvantage on
within
one
60
check?
feet about not about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can reaction prevent the roll from being affected. So it's just a singular roll.
Prevent a roll from being affected, so it
Yes.
would be one roll. So you would have to use your ability again
Okay.
if you wanted this to be a straight roll. It did get a 12.
What's my stealth?
That's a good question, Dono.
I'll go with disadvantage. Cool. 7.
7. You kind of like stand there, and your instinct is to just like, do I drop my form or do I just stand here?
I
will
throw a
let
rock
you.
at it.
You have the handle in your hand. You throw the handle through the bars.
I throw the handle.
Through the bars. It goes about 30 feet of an improvised ranged weapon.
Oh no, I can use catapult if you want.
Oh my god. What's the range of catapult again?
I think it's like 120 feet.
You'd pick one object.
Wait,
That
do I have
is-
catapult? Wait, I don't have
Do you
catapult.
have?
Never
you don't
mind.
have catapult.
I-
Okay, so you throw it through the bars,
Okay.
the first, and it goes 30 feet, and then it goes ding, ting, 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 like along the ground. It
Mhm.
rolls another 10, 15 feet, and it just settles. The cloak,
Hey.
you see what appears to be a shadowy mass. It's hard to make out with your dark vision.
Yeah.
But you see a shadowy mass that looks from you, it looks down at the metal handle, bringing the hood down with it, and then it looks back up at you. And it's going to go forward at you.
I have a much cooler cloak anyway.
So it'll fly.
Oh shit, I
It'll
keep
fly
forgetting
40
that I
feet.
can do a thing.
How about you roll initiative?
Okay. Plan. Okay.
That's great. What'd you get?
I got 15.
I got a 12. So
Fantastic.
you can make your action first if you would like. Its initial round is that it flew 40 feet down the hallway towards you. So it is now
so it
20
got
feet
real
away
close.
from you.
Insight
now?
check. Is this hostile?
No insight check needed. It appears to have gotten a lot more aggressive since it spotted you.
You say it's 20 feet away from me?
Yes.
I take one step back and cast Fireball.
No.
I learned from the best.
Why did I let you play a sorcerer? Okay, a fireball.
I don't know why I expected better.
I have made you make this intelligence check before. I'm going to make you make it again to see if you can do any better on it than you did last time. God damn. Okay, so just an intelligence check.
Just a check?
Just straight intelligence check.
Okay. It's an
8?
8.
Well, last time you did this,
I'm not smart.
you
Alright.
threw it a little farther down the hallway
Listen,
than you
this
needed
is-
to.
I'm not
Advantage. I'm gonna
wise.
give him inspiration.
You're gonna give
I
him
don't
his-
trust this. I don't need my friend to die. Yeah.
So you
Well, if
know,
you-
Sundial is really smart.
You
he
have
is
an
not
inspiration point that you
wise.
can spend, yes?
Okay,
Yes.
fine. I'll get.
Okay, sure. Roll it again.
That's
Donna.
wise.
That's
it's a shame
worse?
I'm not still awake. It's a shame I'm not still awake.
So we'll stick
Right
with
would
an
be
8.
so helpful
Oh, we
here.
got an 8.
So we'll stick with an 8. The last time you did this, it was really loud, and it all the energy got redirected because of the closed environment. You kind of take a look, and you're like, "This is the same closed environment. Why don't I just throw it a little farther again?" So you toss, and its range is like 6. Is it 60 feet on?
It's
throwing a
150
fireball?
feet.
150 feet.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, got it. And you toss it a little bit farther, and it explodes. But through the partition walls, you see some of the energy dissipate in that direction. So the energy still spreads enough to graze the cloak and have it affected.
Okay.
But this room is connected to a bigger room that you were not aware of until right now.
Oh,
It's
fantastic.
still very loud. It is still very explosive. But it has to make a dex save, yes?
Yes.
Hold on. Fuck, I put it away when I didn't need to put it
Do
away.
8d6, right?
Shit. Okay.
Yes. Fireball is 8d6.
Holy shit, dude. Okay, so...
That's why I cast Fireball, okay? I could have met it halfway and done a Thunder Step, but
Okay.
this is fun.
Dex save. That is an 11. So that's
Okay, that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, actually, look at the
I got a lot of
minus
4s.
4s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
16. 8. No. 20. 26. 27 points of damage.
27 points?
Yes. A fire
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Okay, so you burn it to a crisp.
Oh, I could have done that. But whatever.
It is incinerated by this blast.
Okay.
You even by trying to overcompensate and throw it farther down the hallway than you felt like you needed to, and that backfiring, but it still worked. The cloak is just it's just gone. It burns up and tatters into pieces on the floor.
Hmm.
You hit another enemy with that.
Oh, great. Cool.
that you were unaware of previously, and it's another Clockwork Watchman.
Oh, fantastic.
As you hear kind of like the activation that you are familiar with the Clockwork Watchman having in these situations, because you've encountered 3 of them already. This one, the sound emanates from where the fireball burst.
Hmm.
So
So
you
it is ground
already
zero.
did. It emanates from right around where it burst. So
Okay.
I'm going to say that because, so you said 27 damage?
Yes.
It's bloodied.
Hmm.
So it's already at half of its health.
How far would that room be from me currently?
You chucked it about 60. Well, in order to still hit it, you chucked it the 20-foot radius. You chucked it 40 feet down the hallway.
Can I see the Clockwork Guardian?
You watch as from the other side of the partition wall, as you're looking down, the edges of my frame are you looking down the hallway.
Yeah.
So from this side, there is like a partition wall, and then another couple of feet, and another partition wall, and then another couple of feet, and another partition wall. There is also a wall going perpendicular to those partitions at about torso height.
Okay.
You watch as a Clockwork Watchman vaults over the torso high wall that's connected to the floor into the hallway with you.
So I can see
or not
it?
with you, but on the other side of this door.
Okay. So I can see the Clockwork Watchman.
You can see it.
Okay.
You can see it. The cloak did not get a turn. I will roll initiative for this thing.
Oh, the cloak's
to
still
see-
alive?
The cloak is done. The cloak is
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
You burned it to a crisp. This did not do much better on initiative. It got a 7. So it would still technically be going after you. And it spent its last turn hopping over that wall. So, and like taking a couple steps in your direction. So
Okay.
I'll say that it is now within 30 feet of you
Mm-hmm.
in this hallway, that you are still on the wrong side of a door to get into, and the handle has broken off and you've chucked it into the room. I need everybody to wake up because your Clockwork Sorcerer just launched a fireball with a large explosive force.
Oh no, it's fine. They can stay asleep. I've got this.
All
I
of
love
you
the smell of napalm in the morning.
all of you are jolted awake by the sound and smell of a fireball erupting
I've
in a
already
room
woken up
adjacent
once,
to you.
so I look
just
up
like-
and I
you just
turn
like,
back over again.
I just imagine like the sound of the explosion, like Allie, like like make yourself big, but you don't have any fur, so you're just like
Just
arched back.
Yeah.
Just arch.
Claws out.
I will say you have already woken up a couple of minutes ago, so this is not as much of a surprise as you would have thought it was. Still surprising.
How
everyone
used
else, yeah,
to
you were
sundial
surprised.
shit is Zog.
Yep.
So if you want to enter into initiative, I will let you. Otherwise, you can just let Sundial try to deal with the rest of this on his own.
Yeah, Zog's gonna hop in.
Okay, go ahead. Roll initiative for me, Zog.
Hey,
I'll go ahead and put on some combat music.
Hey, you know what's really fun? Rolling a 2 and having a -1 to initiative.
Oof.
A dirty
One?
one might say.
You got
A dirty
A
one.
dirty
We need to now make that an emote on the channel.
A dirty,
Yeah, because we've got the dirty 20. That's what the little
Okay.
guy is that's playing in the
All
morning.
right, let's
Freaking
see.
dirty one.
Yep.
An unnatural one.
It's just an old guy, like, just fucking cracked out. And he's like,
Oh, God. Quinlan.
14.
14. Okay. And what was your initial initiative, Dono?
18, 15.
18. 15. So it would be Sundial, Quinlan, Clockwork Watchman, Zog in this initiative order at the moment. So top of the round, Quinlan, Zog, you both wake up and you're like, let's do this. And you're like, And you see Sundial standing at the metal door. Oh, hello.
Yep.
What is this?
What is what?
What the hell?
I don't hear anything, by the way. You stopped sharing the music.
Oh, the fucking tavern music. Shit.
Dippy,
Okay. Yes.
you are not sharing the music on Zoom.
Oh my god. When I crashed, stopped sharing the music.
Oh.
Oh my god. All right, now you can hear it.
Yes.
My apologies to stream.
Oh, good. They're not mad at you.
Maybe
The
they
tavern
are.
music started
Who's to say?
playing. It was weird. All right.
Oh, I have.
So,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot that you gave me inspiration.
I gave
Oh,
you.
y'all hear.
I thought you
inspiration.
gave me one of your physical bits of inspiration that your character had.
Take it.
Okay.
okay.
Quinlan now has inspiration, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beautiful.
So
I
as
feel
you
like in
hear,
a past life, Rhys owned a fainting couch. I don't know why. You just
I
have,
feel like
yeah,
we should own a fainting
just
couch
have
this
that.
life.
I
You just-
want a chaise fainting couch, a chaise lounge in my office for a day bed.
Yep.
fainting pouch.
Yeah, a
like,
fainting
"Ah!"
couch.
And like,
Yeah.
oh, I see.
That was it. Sorry. That was
So
the way they just went like, oh, I was just like, sorry.
just the
Sundial.
Yes.
Was there something else you would like to do at the top of the round?
I would like to at the top of the round
Has
because I can.
Fireball again? No.
I mean, I
Alright.
could.
No. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Actually.
I mean, I could do Fireball and then Firebolt if I wanted to. Oh, I need to mark off my spell slot, by the way. No, I only have one more third level spell. I'll save it. I'm gonna cast Firebolt and then use sorcery points to cast Firebolt again.
Okay. So Firebolt and then so 2 Firebolts.
Yes, and I have to roll to attack.
Okay. You have to roll to hit with
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
17,
Hits.
18.
Hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So both hit.
So I get to roll 4d10.
Holy shit. All right, go ahead. I forgot your cantrips leveled up when you hit level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where are all my d10s?
Gone.
Oh, shit.
Reduced to atoms.
Okay, 18
18 damage.
plus another 18 damage. I literally rolled the same on each dice twice.
So
So with 2 cantrips, I did more damage than what I did with Fireball.
you toss the fireball down the corridor, and then you see the Clockwork Watchman, and you 2 firebolts. Number 1 impacts it in the shoulder, knocking its arm off. Number 2 melts through the cap in the cavity in the center of its chest, and you watch as it just goes and
I just look at Quinlan and Zog, not like see that they're up. It's like it's fine. It's
falls
taken care
forward,
of.
falls forward, and dies.
It's taken care of. There's no need to wake up.
Well, it's too late for that.
Go back to sleep.
No,
I
I'm
will
up.
stare at you.
You have.
Don't do that. You know I don't know where to look at you in the eyes.
I was about to say, Zog.
Go back to
You
sleep.
you're about. Actually, you slept 6 hours too, didn't you? You're 2/3 of the way to your long rest.
Okay.
If you take one more power nap for the rest of this
Well, can I just,
watchless
like,
past,
yeah, can I just like chill and like
Mhm.
pray and whatnot and like get ready? Like just like low effort activity. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll say 0 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Low effort activity.
Making coffee, one might say.
I
0
don't think I
movement.
can make coffee here. But
Zero-
yeah,
0
not
feet of
going
movement.
anywhere. Yeah, not going anywhere,
if you
not
were to-
casting any spells.
If
Like,
you were to
like,
either lay down or sit
Yeah.
down and meditate, I would say that would be enough to finish your long rest. Like
Sounds good.
low effort activity, 0 feet of movement. And if you get interrupted again, you lose it.
Okay. Because, yeah, the only thing he would do is sit down and pray and take a look at the moon's steel. Not even cast spells or, like, not
Right.
just looking at it, just
Yeah, of
looking
course,
over the
of course,
shit that he got.
of course.
That and the wallet that he has. He's going to sift through that wallet.
Okay. Oh yeah, the wallet. Okay.
Yeah, the
So-
wallet that everything else got so distracting that the wallet was so like, oh yeah, we'll look at that later.
So everyone else who woke up, same deal. If you, all my Fae folks and Allie, y'all would be in the, you like have just started your rest type deal. You would have to go back to sleep for this to work. To get your long rest again. So
Allie was startled and then went immediately back to sleep.
yeah.
Did the
Pretty
little
much.
cat glare, just like, what the fuck? And then just
Yeah.
A second time? Ugh.
Again. So yeah. The next 2 hours will finish out the watchless watchless pass. With Sundial already having experienced his long rest. If you wanted to go into stasis mode again and take another long rest, you could.
I only used one spell slot.
Okay, fair enough. Zog,
Yeah.
I will say that your low effort examination of your objects over 2 hours,
Yeah.
meditation and low effort examination will uncover a few things.
Okay.
The moon steel is very, very light. It feels lighter than iron and steel, and even lighter than you're familiar with this metal that's coming into construction and architecture, or not construction, but construction and like tools now.
Yeah.
That is
Tesla
aluminum,
would
and
go
it's
off about it. Yeah.
Yeah, like aluminum and even lighter metals like that, and it's lighter than even that. It feels like you're not even holding. It feels like you're basically just holding the hilt
Okay.
of any given sword.
Neat. Okay.
As such, it moves very fluidly through the air as you're kind of like swishing it around.
Yeah.
Closer examination of the handle, the hilt, there is not writing per se on it, but you do see a rune
Okay.
emblazoned upon the pommel. A
And this is the
solid
sword, right? Not the
Yeah,
sword.
this is I believe I called it a longsword.
Yeah.
So the Moonstone longsword.
Yep.
On the pommel of the Moonstone longsword, there appears to be a rune, but it is a very minor rune. Do you have Arcana as a proficiency?
I do not.
You do not. All you can really gain from it is that it is a minor rune. It is not like a major attunement item. It's not like, ooh, 1,000,000 extra damage, or like, ooh, like.
Okay.
It seems like a minor rune.
Just kind of something similar to what I have on my hammer. Like.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And examining the wallet,
Yes.
you open it up. On the inside, you see what appears to be passing through a window of clear material. What I can only describe as an identification card.
Okay.
Identification cards are a very formal, official thing. But this looks even more formal and official than even your most formal and official customers have had. It's like laminated and like fancy, and all the writing is clear and legible in 2 languages on it, common and some other language that you don't recognize. There is a picture. On the picture, you see what appears to be the humanoid form of a head with no facial features. And there appears to be an energy aura coming from what appears to be the top of their head. It doesn't look like flames, but it looks like it it kind of looks like if a teardrop was constantly falling, if like a raindrop was constantly falling, the act of the water being dragged up by the force is it creates a constant water flame, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah. Okay.
And the bust area below the head looks like it's wearing the official uniform that you found.
Okay.
Huh. It has emblazoned upon it a name. Ooh. It reads Bashamea. Bashamea. Bashamea.
Okay.
In common,
yes,
it has a marking for what appears to be this creature's or this person's height, weight, their occupation, or not occupation, their height, weight, their skin tone.
Okay.
But under the skin tone column, it says pure energy orange, as relayed in the picture. And you see.
Are you looking at your own ID right now? Oh no, you're writing something down.
No, I'm creating a very basic form of this ID in my notes, which I might be able to show you if I.
Okay.
Okay. Bashamea.
Yes. Height, weight, skin.
Write it, because if I write it down across the top, you see. Woo! United Weapons Operatives. And you recall the name of the bunker that you are in.
Yes.
Is also owned by what you can now assume to be a corporation called United Weapons.
Okay.
It says that this person was 8 feet 9 inches tall, weighed 150 pounds, which is very skinny beanpole in human terms, but you get the feeling that this thing was not a pure humanoid.
Okay.
Energy orange.
Yep.
Skin tone, as already mentioned. You see, the most confusing thing on this chart.
Yes.
Is that you see a date. It's formatted like a date.
Okay.
And it reads 1E.
Okay.
2M. 1E, 2M, 158.
158. Does that make any sense to Zog?
No.
Okay.
It is formatted. All you can tell is that it is formatted like a date.
Okay.
1E, 2M, 158.
Okay.
Because to you, a date would look something like. In my notes. Hold on. I had the current year fucking written down somewhere. I know I did. It's on my master sheet. To you, a date would look something like 12, comma, the day followed by the name of the month that you were experiencing, followed by the year 1373.
1373.
Current year, 1373.
Okay, awesome.
All right. You also see a seal, which looks familiar because it was emblazoned upon the door of this bunker. It is you feel like it is a seal for United Weapons. Also on the inside, you see what appears to be, you pull out a metallic disc similar to a gold piece. Excuse me, but it is not made of gold. It's not made of silver. It's not made of copper. It looks like if platinum was tinted blue. Very shiny, very metallic, but blue. Not green like Lyramite. You've heard of Lyramite pieces being minted in the shape of a coin to represent a very, very high-valued object.
Yes.
This piece is blue.
Okay.
You find about 10 of those.
All right.
You find a picture of the person from the identification with a similar looking form. A form that you could only describe as, if you could put two and two together, which you have the intelligence and the wisdom to do so, it looks like this would almost be a partner, or a wife, or a spouse. And written in a language that you do not understand. A message is emblazoned upon the picture. Also trying to think of what else you would find in a wallet. You find a membership card with a logo, a membership card with a logo on it that you do not recognize.
I find a piece of cardboard that has like 4 holes punched out with like another area.
Yeah, this membership card appears to have 4 holes punched into it. With open spots where you could punch 6 more.
This magical item has 6 more charges. I wonder what it is.
The logo
warm subject.
You recall the various chains that you have encountered in your travels. This appears to be a very, very old logo for a very, very old chain. They probably do not exist anymore. The language on the card is different than everything else in the wallet, but it's also in a language you don't recognize.
Okay.
But someone in your group might.
Okay. Cool. What a neat wallet.
And for lack of a better way to put it, you find paper notes to expedite this so we can approach a break. These notes look like paper money. They are emblazoned with a picture of someone who you do not recognize, with a number in the corner, and a lot of legal writing on it in common that appears to say, this note is designed to be legal tender for purposes of trade and export.
Okay.
You find predecessor paper money.
Cool.
Because you have and I'm banking on this. You don't have history as a proficiency. Okay. Make a history check. This is not a very high DC.
All right. Oh, that's a. What's my modifier?
0.
All right, 17.
17. Perfect.
Yeah.
You recall 2 different customers that you've taken on your boat have given you a paper note.
Okay.
And you were like, what the fuck is this shit? And they were like, oh, sorry. Something from before the meteor. And they would then give you gold pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if someone who has encountered you on your boat was old enough to have existed before the meteor impact,
Yeah,
before the cataclysm, which I believe that's what I called it, the cataclysm. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, excuse me. They would carry around paper money
Yep. Okay.
from the time before the predecessors, and you have now found such predecessor paper money.
Neat.
If it were worth anything, you find about $35 or 35 gold pieces worth of paper money. And from there, we will finish off this second pass. We will enter into the morning. Let me see if anything else. No, nothing else happens. So even if a watch were to occur on the third pass, nothing would happen in it. And everybody, we will wake up and continue the day's work after this break. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute, and we're going to be back in a little bit. Stick around. We have a lot more fun to come. Ta-ta.
Why?
Welcome back to the In-Quy'zz-ition.
What was that voice?
I don't know.
Howdy.
All right, so let's get back into this thing. I'm gonna do us a favor and turn this. Do I have something that's not like super duper creepy? I'll just do like ocean noises because that was something that we were doing. Here we go, Sunken Temple. This will be fun.
Whale in the background.
It's fucking gears going.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I take your order?
Can you turn that down a bit there, Dippy?
That was meant to be loud.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, the morning comes. All of you may take your long rest except Sundial.
No, I took a long rest already.
Yes.
Okay,
But
I just don't get it.
from the time you have woken up.
Okay.
you
Oh
do not
yeah,
get
I'm
another.
dumb. I misread that. My bad.
Yeah, you woke up for a second. watch and
Continue,
you-
Dippy. Stop looking at me. Why do you have? Why does he have a gavel?
I found it at an antique store,
Are
and
you
I just
jud-
have it. You know.
Would you say you're judging us?
Yes. Severely. Okay, so. Huh?
I said I object.
Oh my god. You can't
Your
object
cats
to
are
jury.
really creepy. Your cats
Goddamn
look really
cat
fucking
in the
creepy right now.
Just staring.
She scared me so bad just now.
Oh my god, just the
Sorry.
reflecting
It
of
looks
the light.
even creepier on stream. to be
Oh my
fair.
god.
Just these two fucking eyes. Just.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, it's just two little white specks. Oh jeez. Hello, Kitty. Alright, so the morning comes. There is a door with a broken handle currently for you to deal with if you want to try to make it into this room. Or if you want to go back the original way, the original hallway, there was another door on the other side of that hallway, and there was also the back wall of that hallway possibly as well. So you have two ways you could theoretically go that you have not gone yet. Your spells have obviously worn off from casting, your endurance, whatever, your
Yeah.
bull strength. So the chest will be a little more awkward to carry, but not impossible to carry, obviously. Unless y'all want to leave it somewhere, that's up to you.
I mean, I'm still down to carry it.
I think that if we're gonna be slogging through this labyrinth, we should leave it somewhere safe.
Zog is real hesitant to leave this. So in his time of praying and whatnot, because we were going through everything, I didn't want to hold things up too much. In his time as praying, and a lot of
Oh, yeah.
he was going to ask if while they're down here, is if his compass could point to the chest until he reaches the surface again.
Make a religion check.
All right. I actually do really bad on these usually. I'm not good at them. 17.
17. This would have happened during the meditation of you
Yeah.
finish your long rest and then the third watch passes, whatever. Umberly comes into your consciousness. Shut up. Comes into your consciousness, and you just hear,
Oh yeah.
you.
I'm so sorry, Dippy.
Do you have any inspiration points right now, Dono?
I don't think so. No.
I have. Okay. Because if you did, I reserve the right to take one of them away if you ever make that fucking noise again.
Valid.
That's a joke. So, she just whispers gently, considering the fact that you're not even on the water right now, I suppose I could make an exception. And you feel a little bit of divine energy course through your body and into the body of your compass. And you watch as your compass goes from pointing to true magnetic north, as it has always done for its entire time of it being in your possession.
No, but it's okay. It's always pointed towards when I found the shrine.
Yes. Just
Wait,
humanly.
Okay. Am I onto something?
It's always pointed the same direction
Yes.
for your entire time of it, you owning it. It's always pointed back to your... No, yeah, we talked about that in your session
Yes,
zero.
it
Yeah. We
I
talked about that.
thought you were about to tell me that like that was true magnetic
No,
north. I'm like,
no,
oh, did I find it?
no,
Like,
no, we talked about that in your session zero. Your compass always points back to your shrine, not to magnetic
Yes.
north, and you've learned to navigate by that. That's right. So now you watch as your compass, which has always pointed towards your shrine, suddenly like realigns itself to point straight to the chest. And you kind of maneuver around it a little bit. As you like this morning, you like maneuver around it a little bit, make sure that it's still pointing there. And it does. So your compass, instead of pointing to your shrine, now points to wherever this chest is.
Cool.
As a favor of your goddess.
Dope.
You do not know how long it will last like this.
Yeah.
But
So-
for now, at least, this is where it will point.
So Zog's a lot more comfortable leaving this chest behind now. He's like, we should probably put it back in the cubby hole that we found it. That seems like the safest spot while we're still here, right?
Yes, and have Willow check out that wardrobe.
Why are you telling me? I think she listens to you better than me. I don't. I saw her resurrect a hag once. I don't want to ask her for favors. I don't know. I'm curious what she's gonna do with me the day I croak. Like,
Yes, and everyone thinks I'm the one to watch out for.
I never said that.
So, back to the cubbyhole. We put the chest back inside of the secret room. Without dark vision, this room is still very dark. So you have light. I seem to remember you said you had light.
Yes,
Willow.
I cast light.
Oh no, yeah, Zog has
don't-
light. That's right.
Can't see nothing.
Okay, so the light fills up the room, and you see this armoire, this dresser, this whatever y'all called it was better. What was it?
Oh,
Wardrobe?
The wardrobe. That's what it is. Yep. You see this wardrobe against the same back wall that the chest originally was.
wait. We have a wardrobe. We have Willow could turn into a lion. Let's go find a witch.
I thought you were gonna say that Willow is a witch.
Oh, man,
Present.
that's also
No.
good.
Of the nature of variety.
How about a lion?
And
All right.
Allie
And
is
we
as
have
close
Allie.
to a lion as we're gonna get.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allie is the witch and the lion.
This is
Hey.
good.
Oh.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
witch doctor and the lion.
All you have to do is put her in the wardrobe. No. All right. So
And
Yeah.
the puzzle
Not
is
put her in the
solved.
wardrobe.
I guess
No.
I'm gonna go look through the wardrobe.
all right. Grab the handle of the wardrobe, and it easily. You watch as you open it. On the inside, at first you flinch, then you hesitate as you look and you see what look to be 5 empty husks of something that you have encountered in this place previously. Stacked, chest to back, like back to back to back to back to back, one in front of the other, sideways inside of this wardrobe, are 5 currently deactivated Clockwork Watchmen.
Okay.
You like
Um,
kind of like tap on one and nothing. No movement, no sound, just a hollow metallic tung, tung, tung. And it looked like there was room in here for more.
How many orbs do we have?
Did we?
5.
And there's 5
Yeah.
Well.
unactivated.
Well, shit.
This room was always built like this, y'all. You just took the chest out first.
Can I look at these little things?
If you do the little bowling tactic that we talked about in the last episode, you could roll in with someone's assistance and look, yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Just
I will do that.
so someone has to pick up Sundial by his core.
Yep. Yes.
You Zog.
Be gentle.
Roll
How many
them.
times have you
Wait.
done this before?
Oh, every time he drinks scotch. It's-
I always said
So
the
you
prince
are a
farm
master.
too.
And you realize when you're sober, it's a lot easier to do this.
yeah.
Sundial, you roll.
I always make it so he has just a straight roll.
Yeah, exactly.
He every
So-
single time he's like, nice shot.
With
Nice shot.
prestidigitation in the background.
Turkey. All right.
Well,
You land at the foot of the cupboard, the shelf, the drawer. How many different things have I called this thing? The dresser, the wardrobe.
which
And you look up, Sundial, and you see
The armoire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Clockwork
Hmm.
Watchmen. All just lined up back to back to back to back with each other. In their hands, you see that each of them still hold their halberd that they would use as a weapon if they were activated.
can I grab those?
You can try.
Okay.
Can I inspect the armor and see if there is like room for an orb shaped soul thing?
To save both you and I a lot of grief and a lot of trouble, no.
So
There's
not
not.
soul gem slots?
There is, okay, look. It would require you taking one of them out and examining it
Mm-hmm.
if you would like to try to do that first. But you are a pretty big orb,
Mm-hmm.
relatively. And the soul gems were like,
Like
you know, they were
I'm
kind of
like
like
this.
cylinder size.
they're like this.
You're like
Basketball.
about the size of a basketball, maybe even a little bit bigger than a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
The soul gems that you were like touching all over and encountering in the last episode are about the size of like
I'm like that big.
a
big.
water bottle. They're like a water bottle, cylindrical, slightly smaller, like a Kool-Aid jammer sized crystal.
Okay.
A little bit of a smaller plastic bottle size.
David,
Yes, very good. Yes.
Willow, can you pick me up? And do I shrink?
You grab Sundial. His core shrinks a little bit. Your consciousness does not like shrink.
Mm-hmm.
Like your perspective does a little, but you can feel yourself in Willow's grasp,
Okay.
which is a very strange concept. Like,
You have very gentle hands.
yeah.
Because I like you.
Aww.
Aww.
Dippy, now that I'm in my smaller state, can I go into the slot and control one of these mechs?
To save both you and I a lot of trouble and a lot of grief.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, you cannot.
But
You would just
What?
get bigger when Willow let go of you.
But
Yeah,
then
you've
Willow
broken
can
the
just
mech.
like
you would basically crush all the the mechistry
Okay.
on the inside of this
Damn it.
object when you grew again.
But could you imagine me being like just a dude piloting a fucking
I
mech
love
suit?
your brain. I love where you immediately went with that. No,
I want to
you
be a
cannot-
Gundam.
You cannot fit into this Clockwork Watchman.
Okay. My
No.
dreams have died. Thank you, Dippy.
You're welcome, Dono.
Okay.
You'll forgive me.
I know.
I promise.
I will. I know. I'm just fine.
Can I try something?
Sure. What would you like to try?
I don't know if that's gonna actually.
Can we cast enlarge on it? I could be insane. I'm kidding. No, I'm joking.
Holy
I'm,
shit.
I'm letting it die right now. I'm letting it die
Holy
right
shit.
now. But wouldn't it be cool?
I will make you die.
Do it.
Okay, Willow.
Is there a chance that because I see the 5 bodies,
Mhm.
can I shut the door? Is there space in between the wall and the armoire?
Like behind the armoire?
Yeah.
It looks like it's flush with the wall right now, but it doesn't look like it's attached to the wall.
Could I perhaps get like Thorn Whip and like push it to the ground so they can't open up the doors? Because I'm not
I
about
will allow
this
you to
life.
do that. I will allow you to do that. So you
Okay.
kind of thorn whip around like a little, just like a little decorative bauble that sits at a corner of this armoire, and you just heave and you watch and get out of the way subsequently as this
and-
armoire lands doors first on the ground,
Oof.
and you hear
How loud was it?
pretty loud. I mean, everyone outside of the cubbyhole heard it. You hear on the inside of the cubbyhole just a large wood and metallic crashing.
Did you break the chest?
No.
All right.
Do I by any chance see any like doors or something? Or anything?
Like behind where the armoire would have been.
Just a door to get other people in said room.
No.
Okay.
I was looking at my map to see if there was even a plausible answer for that, and no.
Okay.
There's-
I'm gonna go back out with
Mhm.
Sun, and I was just like, we should probably leave. There are dead 5 bodies of those things, and and that loud noise was me because I pushed it down. So hopefully they won't be able to be used.
But the chest is also now in that room, with the chest with the soul gems is sitting in that same room
Yeah.
where it originally was. Yeah. Good. Good. So.
Oh, here's your body.
And you just like toss Sundial back into his trash heap, and you regenerate.
Nicely.
You're muted.
Talk
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. So we make your way back out of the reception room once more. Sundial looks down at his clock piece and sees that it is about 8:30-ish in the morning. In the morning. So, the day is yours. Where would you like to go?
Away from here.
There was a hallway in the original. There was another doorway in the original hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Farther
Yeah.
down.
Yes.
Yeah, we have somewhere we haven't checked out yet.
I feel like we
Yeah.
should backtrack to make sure we're not missing our target.
Yes, there's also a hallway down here too.
Mhm. So you have the hallway. So you have the let's call it. I'm gonna call it what I have it on my map to differentiate it from the original hallway. There's the fire line, and there's the hallway. Are you muted?
Hello.
Me?
Yeah, you. Or
Oh,
were you just mouthing something?
I was just talking to myself.
Okay. I got you.
I mean, Zog is just kind of gonna go where everyone else is.
All right. So where would everyone else like?
I'll go to the gate that has no handle. Be like,
So back to the fire line gate.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's this weird cloak thing and a clockwork guard over there, which he points to on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground you see the melted body of a clockwork guard, and like maybe one or two fabric scraps of what looks like a very elegantly designed cloak. Charred and singed.
I think we go that way.
Yeah, if they're
I
guarding
concur.
something.
All right. We can hit
That
the
way
other door on
being
the
back
way
to the
back.
original hallway, or that way being into the fire line?
Into the fire line.
Okay.
Hey, Allie, really quick, did you like pull cards for the day or something? Does like I don't know, do you do like a vibe check for the day with your cards? I don't know how that stuff works.
I am
only
incredibly
when
interested
someone
in this.
asks.
Can I get like a quick vibe check for the day?
Same.
Yes.
I would like a vibe for the day for all of us.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Allie?
start texting Zoe, being like, "Can you get a vibe check for the day?"
I'll do it. I pull cards for myself every morning, so.
So, you sit
I
in
try
your
not to
pose.
with mine.
You sit in your pose on the ground. You
I
shuffle
like
your deck.
pull out my handkerchief that I always put down so I don't scratch my cards.
Can I
Alright.
mold earth a little table for them?
Yeah, just a little.
have light-
The tiles
light
on the
spinning
ground are a fairly uniform shape. You basically take mold earth and you like crack one of those tiles up out of the ground into a little mesa.
Well, it's not bad vibes, but it's not great.
Oh,
The Motel of Death
I don't like that we just woke up here.
and
In
the lone and level sands.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna ask you to do this again. That
It's
bums
not
me
bad.
out.
It's death does not mean that doesn't usually mean death. It usually means change. Illness, loss. But this is passing death, so you know.
Yeah,
It's temporary.
That's temporary.
Yes.
I
And the
like
lone and level sands, I mean, we have each other, so just maybe we shouldn't split the party.
that. Good advice. Hey, I'm gonna go that way. No,
Which I was literally about to split the party, so I guess I'll take my advice and not.
I think it's a good thing that we got that vibe check.
Okay, so
To
the fire line or to the original hallway?
I think we
fire
were in
line,
agreement
that's
for
where-
the fire line.
To
Yeah.
the fire line. All right.
I
The
will
door
use-
to the fire line, the handle is broken off.
I'm going to use firebolt to melt it, like what I did to the
All
guy's
right.
armor.
So you just kind of line up firebolt, and you just. I need you to roll to hit.
I'm just hanging out with him, you know,
Mhm.
with my buddy, and I'm gonna be casting guidance on him. So go ahead and add a D4 to that.
All right.
I mean,
What? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you can't hit the broadside of a barn,
I
Dono.
can't hit the bar outside of a bar, and I got a 1.
So you line up for firebolt, and you're like,
Can I shoot my
I'm
own
like,
hand?
You got this.
you basically one hand here, firebolt here, and you like shoot,
And it comes
and
out
it just
this hand
passes
instead?
Yeah, and it just like firebolts through the bars, makes them hot, doesn't melt them, which tells you that even if you had tried to do that on the lock, it might not have worked.
Oh.
It
This
makes the
one comes
bars
out. This
very
one's the
hot.
second shot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
Is
So it
it
might work.
stone
Might-
around it?
No, these bars are all these are all just like metal bars, equidistant from each other, like a prison cell.
I'm talking about
bars.
like around it.
Around this, in the hallway, it seems like there is a solid metal encapsulation.
Okay.
it seems like there's a solid metal encapsulation threshold between this reception area and the door.
Can I just take
And
the
the- and the
spear
fire.
Zog let me borrow and shove it between the door and the frame and just wrench it open, please?
Make a
Intelligence strength.
I'm also going to be casting
know
guidance
what?
on this as well.
Seeing
know
you do
what?
that,
I have a
would,
0
I would
plus
offer
0 to
to
strength.
assist.
I will.
I will
I will
assist.
see what they do, and if
What?
they no wait, this is what Sundial's gonna do. He's gonna watch,
And do the
Does
mock
that
right
see,
now.
struggle?
see what you
Make-
do, and then be like, "Oh, okay," and then
Make
do
an
it for
attack.
you after you fail.
You know what? You know what? Make an
Yeah.
attack with Zog's spear. Making it just roll an attack with Zog's spear. We'll see how
Okay.
this goes.
Add a d4 for guidance because I'm.
That's a natural
also with
20
you.
for a 23.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Woo! You're like,
Oh, I didn't ask guidance, but
You, know,
You,
it's
like-
a natural 20.
You take the spear and you like shove where you think you can like pry open the door, but then you shatter the locking mechanism and the door just
I meant to do that.
swings open.
You know, it was my spear. We
Zog, I didn't know you had lockpicking
It is-
tools.
It's a fine spear.
I didn't know you
Now
had
it's-
thieves' tools.
It's your spear now.
Aww. So, take an inspiration point for that, Zog. That's beautiful.
I think that's
So-
I think that's magical.
The door to the fire line is
Zog,
now
you're just
open.
gonna let her have a magical weapon?
There are.
Yeah, I am. She gave me a vibe check. I give her my weapon.
Okay.
So, do you want to enter in? All right. If
Yes.
we are so,
I'm
we're
entering
walking
in.
into the fire line. Along the, so if you're entering in through this door, the wall to your left is lined with 4 long torso height tables, as previously mentioned. To your right is a torso high wall that's slightly higher than the tables, with 4 partitions separating the firing line into 5 cubbies with that are equidistant from each other. You could basically step into a cubby, spread both your arms out, and neither of your arms would touch either partition wall, leaving you room for basically for 5 cubbies and then another door to fit on a wall that is 150 feet long. And the so 5 cubbies, door, little bit of an extra wall in between. And as you look over that torso high wall to your right, as you're walking in, you see what appears to be, for lack of a better way to put it, a firing range. What would look like where you would test a bow and arrow for its accuracy, where you would step onto the range itself and you would test a sword for its sharpness, an axe for its cutting,
Axiness.
an
Yes.
axe for its axiness, a hammer for its bluntness,
Hammer.
a weapons testing range in all of its glory. Against the back wall of the range, you are now looking. So I will show. Woohoo! Yeah. So I will show the range that you have basically come to thus far. You are. I am out of hands. You are in this hallway, and you are looking in the direction of my index finger.
Ah, okay.
So when you are looking that way, the back wall is lined with 10, for lack of a better way to put it, mannequin targets. Each of them look to be very ancient and heavily used. On the floor, you see 7 trapdoors arranged in a circular formation. You also see 2 what appear to be bear traps chained with a long chain attaching them to the ground with an iron spike. You see another clockwork watchman, but you also see a larger construct. It appears to be about 1.5 times the size of the Watchman. And instead of carrying a halberd, it appears to be carrying a battle axe. Nope, not a battle axe, a longsword, sorry.
Are you saying these things are on, or are they?
They are not on.
they're
They are
stasis?
they are not on.
Okay.
You see them.
Okay.
You see them. They have not activated yet.
Okay.
But you did see. You can put 2 and 2 together where the fireball went off last night, and there would have been another Watchman standing adjacent to the first cubby or the second cubby that you killed.
Okay.
Can I look?
But you see. 2 clockwork Watchmen and 1 of these larger things in this room. 2 bear traps tied to the floor. You also see what appears to be a sunken-in hole in the back right corner as you are looking towards the mannequins. You look off to your back right, and you see a hole, a sunken-in hole in the ground of this range. You do not see where it leads. You also see a crate against the right-hand wall and a crate against the left-hand.
Okay.
Not exactly opposite each other, but there is a crate against both walls.
Okay. Can I, if anybody wants to say anything else,
And
I was
believe that's it.
thinking that
Yep,
I could disarm the bear traps really quick, right?
Is all of this between us and the next door?
All of this is on the other side of the torso-high wall.
In
There
the
is
training area.
At the end of the fire line, if you're walking to the end of the fire line, you see a door from the door that you came in from, looking down the hallway again, the firing line hallway again. There is a door on the opposite wall. There is also a door catty corner to that door that looks like if you were to open it, you would walk directly onto the floor of the range.
I want to check the door at the end of the fire line, but
Okay.
not the one to get onto the floor for the range.
Right, of course.
I'm following.
Okay.
I'm
Are-
following Willow. I
Are
wanna see
any
where
of these
Willow goes.
traps activated from me throwing fireball the night before?
No, it looks like they're still just sitting there.
Okay. I would like to. Well, the bear traps, are they close enough that I can be able to disarm them?
You would have to either hop over the wall or go through the door if you wanted to try to do that.
The door that they're going through?
The firing range door.
Oh, so this
Okay.
is all out in the firing range. Got it.
Yeah, it's all of that stuff is on the floor of the firing range.
Okay.
It is not in the hallway with you.
Oh.
In fact, it doesn't look like there's anything in the hallway with you at the moment.
I think Sundial is starting to kind of like get what this is, or
Mhm.
me as a player.
Yeah.
Sundial is just
a gun
really
range.
curious. Yeah, it's a gun range.
Yeah.
And me as a player, I think I know what's in the little trap holes. But as Sundial,
yeah, there are little
I think
trapdoors.
I think he sees this as just being like, oh, I've seen this type of thing before. This is like a trap testing area for him, where he tested himself to like disarm things. So he's gonna go in through the door, like we're rogues and stuff like that.
Through the firing range door.
Yeah, through the firing range door,
Mhm.
and just be like, oh, okay, this is just
Okay.
games.
Both doors.
Mhm.
Try the handle. Locked. For both doors.
I'm very tired.
The
of locked
firing
doors.
the firing range door is a metal cell door like the door that you just came in through
Okay.
was.
Can I throw Sundial the key ring that I have?
Hmm.
No dexterity check needed. You just kind of catch it with your aura.
Got it.
Me and
You
him
like-
gotten real good at this.
Yeah. You know
So,
exactly where
key
like
ring.
my gravity form is, so you're just
Yes,
like,
I just wing shit at it all the time.
You rifle through the keys. You hear as the metal door scrapes against the floor. but you do successfully get the door open.
Fantastic.
As you open it, you see right in front of you, about 15, 20, maybe 25 feet in front of you, one of these bear traps with a long chain tied to an iron spike in the ground.
Is the iron spike towards me or away
The
from
iron
me?
spike in the ground that's holding it in the ground is like right up against the wall, perpendicular to the wall to where the bear trap would be sitting right now.
Okay. All right.
Sundial.
Yes.
Could we get the key ring?
Yeah, I'll toss it back to Sog without even thinking, because I've seen him now throw it at me 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think it works the same way.
I catch it, and then I throw it to Quinlan.
And I catch it and start rifling through keys to see which one is going to work.
Do you use catch missiles?
Yes.
So you toss it to Zog. Zog catches it. Zog tosses it to Quinlan. Quinlan catches it.
It's an out! It's a
We're
fucking
right
out!
next to each other.
It's in the hole!
It's an out!
Hot
It's a
potatoes.
triple out! It's a triple out!
No, Quinlan
Triple
has his,
play.
like, monk reflexes kick in, burns a key point, throws it back
Love
at Zog.
Yeah.
Deflects
Zero
Each
thoughts.
Triple play.
Each key is like a
All right,
dagger
key.
of not points, so it's like 20 d6.
Oh, no. Oh, my
20
God.
d4 damage.
All right, so you rifle through the keys. Quinlan, you rifle through the keys.
Yes.
And you find one that fits, but it doesn't turn. You take it out, and you're like, there isn't another key on here that looks like this. What do I do? And you like fiddle with it a little more, and you can't turn the key, but the key does fit in the hole. Anything else? Any other ideas?
Could I... Is there a window in the door?
Is there a window on the door? No. The door is a solid door.
Metal?
This door, unlike the cell door, like the barred cell door, this is just a solid wood door.
Gonna give it a knock to see just how thick it is.
Pretty thick.
Should I step back?
If the other doors out front are any indication,
No. Are you walking up to the bear trap first and foremost? Oh wait, Dono's talking to his family. Never mind. Let's continue this.
okay. I
No,
don't
sorry, I was
think
just-
I'll be able to bust through it
Mhm.
without help.
So,
Make a perception check for me, Quinlan.
Okay. I think that's an 11. Yeah, that's an 11.
As you're holding the key in the lock,
Mm-hmm.
you've noticed that your hand has been able to move with the key in the lock on the handle. And you like turn the handle, and the handle turns.
I'm gonna push to open the door then, if it's the type I'm thinking.
The door pushes open and catches on a bar lock on the other side of the door. But it does open, so if you can jimmy the bar lock off, then you can get in the door.
Ellie,
Hmm.
do you have any tools that could jimmy this? Is it the
Is it like the ones at the hotel?
yeah.
You have a hotel. You have the little node on the
flip.
end of a chain. Oh, the flip?
Oh.
No, this is a node on the end of it's a chain lock. Sorry. You
Oh.
have the node on the end of a chain that slides into like one of those metal bars, like a hotel.
Oh, yeah, no. Chain locks, yeah, he's just gonna pull it back and use his
I step back.
use his strength to just Because those are easy to pop.
It catches. You do it again, and you feel it release a little. You do it one more time, and the chain gives, and the door flies open. You now stand
Well done.
in a little hallway.
Why did that sound like a video game announcement? It's like, well done.
Well done.
It's like, you broke
You now
open the door.
stand-
Well done. Now you may commit murder.
Well done.
Nice
Continue
shot.
on
Yeah,
to
it's
the
murder.
next
Nice
stage.
shot. You now stand in a little in a hallway, in an L-shaped hallway, with the door that you just came through, and
An L-way, one might say.
another door.
I just sit down. I just sit down in the doorway. I'm
Donna.
like,
Yes.
I'm done.
Are you approaching the bear trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dippy.
Mm-hmm.
Being that Sundial has... I just want to know if he has like a funny way of disarming bear traps, because he can just detach a leg and just throw it at it if he wants. Or
As
if,
you begin to approach it,
okay. Or would you rather me use these tools?
I need to know if a 16 hits you, Dono.
It does. It does hit me.
You watch as you take a couple of steps towards this bear trap.
Mm-hmm.
As it kind of like lies open on the floor, and then suddenly, in one swift motion, it hops off the floor towards you and clamps shut around a portion of your arm.
You're not an actual bear trap, are you?
You hear as
Zog, I
it
made a
closes
mistake.
on your arm. You take
You'll be fine.
you take 11 piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
please.
shit, have we split the party? Did we just split the
No, you're all standing in the same
Okay.
general
Okay.
area still.
I failed.
Y'all are standing in about like 15, 20 feet of each other, yes?
Dippy, I
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
You failed.
Yes.
What did you roll?
I got a 6.
A
Can't you
6.
just unattach your arm?
I can, but I don't want to.
You-
It's the
I'm gonna
principle.
say-
It's the fucking
I'm gonna
principle.
say through
Can't
the
just
mechanics
have
of
my
this-
arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say through the mechanics of this, he wouldn't be allowed to do that. You fall prone.
I take just like spiritual damage, just like ow, that hurts my soul.
You
It's like,
fall
why would you
prone,
do that? Oh god.
and unfortunately,
Okay.
it's gonna make 3 more attacks on you.
Fantastic. Let's
Wait,
fucking
did I
do
miss
this.
something? What is here? I
How
thought it
much
was just the
damage? Wait,
trap.
Dippy, how much
This-
damage did I take?
You took 11 piercing damage.
Okay. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Zog,
So
I
the
made a
next,
mistake.
so a 17,
Okay. 17 definitely hits.
a dirty 20,
That hits.
and a 25.
No, that one doesn't hit.
No, that one doesn't hit.
Do I have shield? No, I don't. Fuck. I'm done. Yeah,
Woo! Oh god.
I'm not good at this D&D thing.
Don't worry, I have spare the dying.
That's
And I got you
We
too.
literally rolled
That won't have.
temporary
That won't
death,
work
or
if I
full temporary
fucking
death.
die. It's like that won't work if it eats me.
It's okay. It's all right. It was just passing through death. It's just temporary. All right. It's
You're
the
just
most
gonna
hell.
die and we'll come back.
that's
It's the
seven-
most hell.
Woke up in the death motel.
We
sundial.
didn't split the party, so we're okay.
That's 7 more damage
Okay.
on the first attack.
Okay.
On the second attack, that's 6 more piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 16 more piercing damage on the third attack. So 7 plus 6 plus 16 6 plus 16 is 22, plus 7 is 29, plus the initial 11 that it did. That's 40 piercing.
So you guys just hear tink, 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 like that 4 bear traps closing. Yeah, and then and then Sundial just goes Zog, and then you don't hear him anymore because he's not alive.
Not alive.
I'm on death saves right now.
Oh.
I gave us a warning.
I know.
Zog here is just Zog, and is full sprint towards Sundial.
You hear this violent metal rusty creaking as 4 chomps lay into Sundial's just fissile vegetable material and tear bits and pieces off of his corporeal form. As he is dragged prone, you watch as this Gnarljack clamps onto Sundial's leg and drags him 5 more feet towards the iron spike that it is tied to on the ground. I need everybody else to roll initiative and keep it in mind for when we pick this session up next week.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you guys.
You never let the sorcerer leave.
It doesn't
He
help that
didn't
I'm
leave
part
the
rogue.
room.
If y'all want to take a quick look,
Oh no.
here's an example.
Oh,
The
fantastic.
lovely Gnarljack that you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I actually
Hold
rolled
on.
good initiative, and I have to wait like 2 weeks for it.
I got a crappy one. So
The nice thing
Okay.
is that if you roll it on D&D Beyond, it will stay there for the campaign.
Yeah.
I just wrote it.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
I got
Yeah.
17 for my initiative, so
I
got
You
an
got 10.
18.
You got 10 more than me, Dono. I got a 7.
wait.
I got an
an
18, and I have a -1.
Beat you all. I got a
What?
3.
So what you're telling me,
Okay, hold on.
So
I need
Dippy, I will be going first.
No, I rolled higher than you.
Okay, hold
no,
on.
you have a minus
Hold on.
1.
Hold on.
No, but that means I have
I'm saying session 17, 18, and 19.
Okay.
Party.
To go by who has the
into
higher dex.
Fireline.
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 15, but I have a +2. I have a higher dex than you too.
Okay.
No, wait, I rolled
20
a 19, and
Okay.
I have
Oh.
-1.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
I thought you said you
Okay,
rolled an
okay.
18 and -1. Sorry.
Okay, 25 to 20. The Gnarljack is going first.
Great.
God.
It rolled a 19 plus a ridiculous number.
I also rolled a 19,
Dippy,
What's
Can
your
you
dex
just-
bonus?
-1.
It is +6.
That's not
Dippy!
fair.
Dippy.
So the Gnarljack goes first. Okay, 20 to 15. We have an
19.
18 and a 17 right
Or
back to back
18,
with each other?
Yes.
18, 17.
Guys, I don't feel too good. I thought it was just gonna be
wonder
a bear
why.
trap. I literally thought it was just gonna be a bear. It's like, oh, okay, it's shooting range, and he probably sees it as like a thieves' tool training thing. Like, cool.
You've been waiting for the can of whoop ass to open up yet? Here it is.
You've been coconut mold.
You know what?
All right.
Don't let melee class
Man.
net players play source like mages.
15 to 10, please. Nothing?
Allie,
10
you
to
got a
5.
10, didn't you?
I got an 8.
7.
7.
It's just mine.
Holy shit.
Fantasy.
My
What did
life.
you roll?
I rolled it. I got a 3.
That's life. That's
That's
how it goes.
Rolled a 2.
Wait, here's
Yeah,
my
I rolled a
question.
3.
Yes.
Does Dono get an automatic success on one death throw because he knew ahead of time that somebody was gonna die? Does my tarot reading do anything?
I honestly didn't know. I just was
honestly,
like,
for
oh, cool.
Honestly, for the purposes of the story, if you, Allie, spend an inspiration point, I will let that pass.
I
Absolutely. I'll spend my last
Dippy?
inspiration point on that.
Dono.
Dippy,
You can go ahead and add 1 success to your death save.
Okay.
You're welcome.
That means almost nothing. Because the Gnarl has me at 12.
I have plans.
I can kill you.
I know,
Same.
but its turn is first. So I'm like,
It's fine. Just
You know what?
stew on that for the next
We just
2
need
weeks.
to have
Dippy, do I need
get disadvantage.
Do I need to plan maybe a new character for next test?
I will say as much as this. With everyone else's proximity to this Gnarljack, it has already taken you down. It will move on to someone else.
Isn't it on a chain though?
It will not attack you first.
Sorry, I just mute myself. I would just mute myself.
Find
No.
out
Alright,
next time.
We're gonna
on
find
the
out next
In-Quy'zz-ition.
time. Woo!
We're gonna find out next time. Thank you so much for watching this this adventure from Adventures in Initiative. And until next time, your adventure matters. Roll your initiative.
Bye-bye.
Bye.